Now for assessment, translation assessment, this is from English into Arabic. We know Huxley, Aldous Huxley, and we know that he's a well-known writer. Now this writer, who is has written quite a lot of books, and is very, very well-known author. Now what he's done is that he's written a book called, or a novel called Brave New World, okay? And this is the date of his birth and when he died, 1963 he died. And this is from the book, which is about teaching students translation from one of, bless him, a late academic, Egyptian late academic, who wrote this book and put this text to show the comparison or contrast between English and Arabic. Now, what I'm going to do, again, I'm going to actually just give you now an idea of what is the two texts. I've taken only two parts from the text, which is this part, which starting with this part, and then it moves on to the second part. And I've hidden the names of the author of the book in order not to, and also the name of the translator who has been quoted in this particular item. Now what is interesting and what is important is, I will show you in a minute the difference between them. Now you can freeze the video to read the English and to read the Arabic, okay? But I will focus on the English for a second, okay? And this time I'm just going to actually show you what the English is saying. First, the English starts with the name of the author, the title of the book, then a summary of what is the book about, or the novel, which is what it says here. It's a novel set in the 7th century after Ford, in the world of future the state decides the social class and intellect of every citizen before birth. Children are born in incubators and brought up in communal nurseries where they are conditioned to accept their social grading. The following extract describes part of this conditioning process and chapter 2. And then it starts from the director and so on. Now, this is the English, and I will comment on it in the next video, as I will do, in order to make it a little bit more interesting for you, and then you can actually read this. The director and his students stepped into the nearest lift and were carried up to the 5th floor. Infant nurseries, Neo-Pavlovian conditioning rooms, announced the notice board. The director opened the door. They were in a large bare room, very bright and sunny. For the whole of the southern wall was a single window. Half a dozen nurses, trousers and jackets in the regulation white linen uniform. Their hair, I hope that you can see the rest. Let me just adjust the picture here so you can see all the rest of the screen, of the text. Aseptically hidden under white caps, were engaged in setting out bowls of roses in a long row across the floor. The nurses stiffened to attention as the director came in. Set out the books, he said curtly. In silence, the nurses obeyed his command. Between the rose bowls, the books were duly set out in a row and opened invitingly, each at some gaily colored image of beast or fish or bird. Now bring in the children. They hurried out of the room and returned in a minute or two, each pushing a kind of tall dumbwaiter laden on all its 4 wire netted shelves with 8-month-old babies, all exactly alike, a Volkanovsky group, it was evident, and all, since their caste was Delta, dressed in khaki. Now this is the English. I will just show you the Arabic so that you are familiar with the Arabic here and familiar with what's been translated as. العالم الطريف ترجمة whoever ولج المدير وتلاميذ أقرب مصعد وحملهم المصعد إلى الطابق الخامس فإذا بلوحة عليها هذا الإعلان: حجرات صغار الأطفال، غرف التكييف على طريقة بافلوف الحديثة. وفتح المدير أحد الأبواب فإذا بهم في غرفة كبيرة جرداء شديدة الضوء مشمسة، وذلك لأن الحائط الجنوبي بأسره كان نافذة واحدة، وبالحجرة 6 مربيات يلبسن الزي الموحد المعهود، وهو يتألف من سروال وسترة من تيل أبيض لزج، وشعورهن مختفية تحت غطاء للرأس أبيض اللون مما يساعد على تطهيرها. وكنا يشتغلن بصف أواني الورد في خط طويل يقطع أرض الغرفة من جانب إلى آخر. واعتدلت المربيات منصتات عندما دخل المدير وقال لهن في جفاء واقتضاب: انشرنا الكتب. فصعدت المربيات صدعت المربيات بأمره صامتات، ونشرنا الكتب في الحال بين أواني الزهر، وانفتحت صحف صغيرة من صحائف الأطفال في صف واحد وكأنها تدعو المشاهدين للنظر فيها. تظهر في كل منها صورة زاهية الألوان لوحش أو سمكة أو طائر. والآن أدخلنا الأطفال فأسرعنا خارج الغرفة وعدنا بعد دقيقة أو دقيقتين، كل منهن تدفع قائمة خشبية ذات 4 رفوف محملة بأطفال عمر واحد منهن 8 أشهر، وكلهن متشابهون أشد التشابه. من الجلي أنهم كانوا من مجموعة واحدة من طراز بوكانوفسكي، وكلهم يرتدون الكاكي لأنهم من نوع الدهر. I've now read to you the 2 stories. I will comment on this. Maybe you yourselves. Now I would like you to think about what could be the actual translation or the issues that has been really problematic or could be problematic given the English and the Arabic, of course. Now here's the Arabic, of course, and the English. I've showed you that, so you can actually be more aware of the English and the Arabic. Now I'm going to leave you with this video, and then in the next video I will comment on some of these various points that are important for you to be aware of. Have a nice day.